Wetlands in New Zealand are highly threatened because only about 10% remain. And our wetland research team developed a simple, cost-effective approach to restoring one of the most threatened wetland types in New Zealand, and also for recreating this wetland type at 3 new locations. The wetland type I'm talking about is the re-steered peat bog, and the 2 main species are the re-steered species cane rush and wire rush, and this is an example of the peat they form. And this type was common in the northern part of the North Island from Kaitaia down to Te Awamutu, but because of widespread drainage and conversion to farmland, there are now only 3 sites left, and these 3 sites are all in the Waikato. And one of these 3 sites, however, is currently being mined for horticultural peat, and this is at Torohepi in the Hauraki Plains. And the miners are allowed to remove the top 1 metre of peat, and then are required to restore the bare peat surface back to original bog vegetation. So we developed the island approach, where the miners establish small islands of processed peat scattered all over the mine surface. And these islands revegetate very quickly with a variety of bog species, and these provide a seed source for spread out onto the surrounding bare peat surface. And this process takes about 6 years. And so the next stage was to adapt the island approach to recreating this peat bog type at sites around Hamilton where it once occurred. And these projects were led by many organisations and community groups. And the main problem with these sites is that they have been farmed and fertilised for years, and also there's no peat bog, re-steered peat bog population source nearby. So the first aim was to re-establish the peat forming species, and also to re-establish the peat forming processes, so we create an environment suitable for other bog components. And the best treatment here took about 3 years to reach 100% cover. The best part of our project is the uptake of our research by community groups and the public, and these have educational and biodiversity benefits. And it's essentially through their efforts that we now have 3 additional sites that contain examples of our unique wetland heritage for future generations to appreciate and to value.